As you probably know, I have a friend named Dane who runs the channel Movieunleashers. I've made 2 documentaries on him and he's appeared in quite a few other videos of mine as well. But during most of them, he'll constantly tell me to scrap the project because it wasn't funny, or is too out of date of a recording, or any excuse under the sun because he's very self-deprecating and doesn't find any quality in anything he's a part of until it's finished. The video you're watching right now was actually intended to be on his channel, but I ended up having to make it myself because once again he wanted to toss the project away for the reasons I just said. But I don't give up so easily. Even though it has no place on a channel like mine, I edited it and am releasing it. But as punishment for making me do this myself when we recorded it for him, I want all of you to tweet at Movieunleashers #JargonWasRight to prove to him that this video is funny. Because whether you end up hating this video or not, I had to sit down and edit a project that wasn't mine and probably won't benefit me at all, just to make this point. So please, at least give me the satisfaction of seeing Dane's Twitter notice fill up for a while. Okay, now onto the video.
Hello. Okay, Pixar movies. So zoomed in. Pixar.
We're gonna put Kung Fu Panda 2 at the top, right?
It's not a Pixar movie. It's DreamWorks.
Convince Pixar to buy the rights to Kung Fu Panda 2, just Kung Fu Panda 2, so it can go on this tier list, and so we can then put it in F tier where it belongs.
This one probably doesn't have like Onward or anything.
Well, I haven't seen Onward, have you guys?
I haven't seen Onward. It got taken out of theaters because of the quarantine thing. I wanted to see it though. I saw The Invisible Man instead that weekend, and I was gonna see it the following, but yeah, that's when everything closed.
It's so invisible because no one will see it.
Jargon and I made a tier list video like back in July 2019, and I got bored, so I uploaded it recently, and I like did some funny little editing. So we're gonna do this again, but we're gonna do it with another guest star. We got Lost here. Does Lost have anything to say?
I'm here to defend the honor of Kung Fu Panda 2 by bashing every movie Jargon likes.
Kung Fu Panda 2 is not even a Pixar movie.
If you replace the DreamWorks logo with the Pixar logo, it is.
Oh, okay.
With enough forgery, anything is possible.
Alright, so Toy Story 1 is the first Pixar movie and also the first computer-generated movie ever. There was a movie that was coming out before Toy Story, but it never came out. I forgot the title of it.
So did a lot of people, I'll bet.
Yeah.
I'd say it deserves S tier, because it's a great movie.
I have a little bit of issues with it, because, you know, there's a little bit of jankiness to it. You know what? Toy Story is like one of the funniest movies I've ever seen still. It is great.
You're mocking me, aren't you? But Dane, if Buzz doesn't think he's a toy, why does he freeze in front of Andy?
I think they said that in the commentary, and they're just like, it's just a fantasy movie. You're supposed to suspend your disbelief for stuff. Okay, next, I'm gonna apologize from last time I said Ants was better than Bug's Life.
I actually really like Ants, from what I remember.
I saw it once,
I think it's better than Bug's Life.
No.
I rewatched Ants. It was kind of dumb. Bug's Life has a lot of good things, way better than Ants. I guess I liked Ants better because it was like more edgy when I was a kid.
I'd say like low B tier, high C tier, because I rewatched it today. Everyone besides the bugs I think looks absolutely terrifying, but it does hold up pretty well. Like Kevin Spacey sounds just as menacing back then as he does now.
Of course, some believed everything and had just been waiting with bated breath to hear me confess it all. They're just dying to have me declare that everything said is true and that I got what I deserved. But you wouldn't believe the worst without evidence, would you? You wouldn't rush to judgments without facts, would you? Did you?
Actually, I do have it in my movie collection. I'm gonna throw it on for a second. Okay, one sec.
Bring the B-roll for the next Starters episode while you're out there.
The B-roll for the next... I don't... There's no Starters. It's canceled forever. Yeah, this movie looks really good, actually. Like, I mean, for an early CGI...
Oh, yeah, I just think Toy Story looks better. Oh,
the humans look more plastic than the toys.
Yeah, there's Bug's Life for you.
You've convinced me. It's now high B tier.
Yeah.
It's now higher B tier. And then next was Toy Story 2, which has a very interesting production history. And if you want to see that, just put on the commentary track.
They just watch shit on the computer. No, on their phone, sorry.
Yeah, with Disney Plus.
You all sheep. I hate all of you.
Are you David Lynch or something? Stop watching films on your phone!
Now, if you're playing the movie on a telephone, you will never in a trillion years experience the film.
Yeah, Steven Spielberg getting mad that Roma was a thing.
Roma?
Yeah, well, he got pissed off that it got nominated for Oscar, and he's like, it's not a real movie because it wasn't put in cinemas. Dude, I heard Roma's really good.
Roma and S tier then.
Oh, yeah, Roma
Yeah,
S tier.
Roma
There we
S.
go.
Yeah, okay, good.
Toy Story 2 has some good stuff, like, even does stuff better than the first one, but I think it's not as tight as the original. The first one is very snappy, very on point with the jokes. There's also lots of fun songs in the first movie, which, yeah, if you listen to the commentary track, they're like, oh yeah, we're inspired by Harold and Maude. I'm like, that's a very interesting conspiracy.
And we talked about the emotions, we talked about some of the feelings we wanted in the song.
The things we likened it to were Harold and Maude.
Yeah.
And The Graduate.
But I have to disagree because Toy Story 2 is the only movie that I've seen that has Harvey Weinstein as the antagonist.
Yeah.
I don't care if it gets copyright claimed or not. Please play the clip. This video got like
oh,
2,000
look,
views.
it's even
anyway,
in the
please.
fucking thumbnail, look! Right here.
Prospector, how about you? And so you two are absolutely identical? You know, I'm sure I could get you a part in Toy Story 3.
Yeah, Toy Story 2, that Jessie scene, it makes me tear up a little bit every time I see it.
Yeah.
It dropped her off the side of the road. Poor Jessie. Oh, shit. Oh, spoilers if anyone hasn't seen... everyone's fucking seen Pixar. Who am I kidding?
Oh, spoilers for anyone who hasn't seen Rare Candy. Mudkip fucking dies.
Oof.
I haven't seen it, you dick.
Oh, shit.
Oh, shit.
Jargon, you fucker!
God damn it, I wanted to watch that one.
Jargon, you fucker. Oh, shit, I should
You're a
probably,
much better project. That's going to be amazing.
We're gonna have some trouble because we're just gonna put everything in S tier at this point because Monsters Inc. is probably my favorite, one of my Pixar movies. It's iconic. You got the green Mike Wazowski in it and the blue James P. Sullivan. Monsters Inc. is a lot of fun. It's so fucking cute. Oh yeah.
How can we as a community allow this to happen?
I say we put him back where he came from. Okay, next movie, what was it? It was Finding Nemo.
Good Dinosaur. Oh no, yeah, Finding Nemo.
I haven't seen it since I was in 8th grade, and the story about me seeing it in 8th grade was, it was French Day, because, you know, I'm a Canadian, and it was mandatory for us to take French. So they threw on Finding Nemo, and they put on the French dub, and then just made us watch Finding Nemo in French.
What was that other movie I told you about that was French? It was really highly rated, and I told you it was like made in the 80s or something, and...
There's lots of French, you can't just say, hey, there's a really good English
yeah, but how
movie
many
in the
French
80s.
80s movies have I told you about?
Dude, what was it about? Tell me.
Two guys want to buy property. This other guy moves in. They cut off the water supply, so the guy basically, his farm fails.
80s French movie where farm. Is it this? Jean de Florette?
Yes, that's it. That's it.
I literally just typed in 80s French movie farm and it showed up.
That'd be a solid high B tier, I'd say.
High B tier. Okay, let's put that on there. Oh yeah, what about Finding Nemo? Going off of memory, it's probably an A tier. What was the movie that came? Oh, Incredibles.
Oh, S tier, yeah.
Dude, this is not even a fun video to do because we all know all the Pixar movies are good, and Brad Bird knocks it out of the park with The Incredibles.
He knocks it out of the park with one of The Incredibles.
Yeah, I'd say D tier.
Yeah,
or maybe
movie.
C. Maybe it's not
No,
horrible.
No, for a Pixar movie, it's...
Yeah, but we're about to run into other ones that are far worse, so let's put that on C tier.
Yeah,
like,
but low C tier.
Cars is C tier.
Cars is C tier. I saw it once in theaters.
I actively hated it when I was younger.
Oh, me too.
And I do think it's better than Incredibles 2, though, honestly. What about you guys?
What was next? What
Wall-E,
came?
I think. Or no, Ratatouille was next,
Ratatouille.
I think.
And
Yeah,
that
that's
is
good.
considered the best Pixar movie. And I have to agree with that.
Genuinely, my favorite Pixar movie is either Monsters Inc. or Ratatouille.
Ratatouille is fantastic. There's a very fun GameCube game to go along with it as well.
Is that actually good?
Yeah, the GameCube game, I have a lot of memories from it. It's like not that good, but it's like kind of fun kind of thing.
As a kid, it's great.
Yeah, anything as a kid is great. I even like the Wall-E game for the Wii.
Oh yeah, I had that. Fuck.
I rented it.
Speaking of Wall-E.
Oh, yeah, that's next on the list, isn't
yeah.
it?
B tier for me.
B tier for Wall-E? What
Yeah.
about you, Jargon?
A tier for me, honestly.
A tier for you?
It's a good movie. It's just I don't know if it's like A tier good. I don't know if it's like yeah, I think it's A tier. It's better than A Bug's Life. I think that much.
I'm on the unpopular opinion, and I think Wall-E's like a B tier.
All right, well let's put it in B tier, but let's put it in first place B tier.
Okay.
Yeah, that's fair. They're here for the personalities, not the movie.
No one's here for our personalities. They're just like, oh, you better put Up at number S tier.
I do think Up is S tier.
I don't.
I don't either. I think the first 10 minutes are like fantastic storytelling. It's low A tier, high B tier. I would put it in A tier though.
I like Carl. I like the kid. I don't like anything else.
The bird's okay, but it gets a little like loud.
I hate the bird.
Oh, Toy Story 3, isn't that the next one?
It's A tier.
A tier for you guys?
Yeah.
Yeah, I'd say A tier.
It'd be C tier for me, so let's just go in the middle
I
and
like
have it
it.
high B tier. It's kind of like a miserable movie. At least the second one balanced the emotional beats. Toy Story 3 has some very ugly art direction. It's not colorful at all. The story is dark and it doesn't really fit with, you know, the other two movies.
Don't you mean the other 3 movies, Dane?
Okay, the fourth one doesn't exist.
Hold on, we'll get to that.
Actually, Toy Story 4 is not even on this tier list thing.
No, it is, Dane.
Oh, okay,
right?
okay, yeah, we'll put it in. Yeah, yeah, even Harold and Maude, and what's another Pixar movie? Fucking Spies of the Skies.
Oh no, is that Norbit there too? That's an S tier for sure.
That's my favorite Pixar movie. You know Norbit's like $100 million movie?
I don't know where it went.
Why is it $60 million to make Norbit?
There is no
$60 million
God.
was wasted to make Norbit. What was the box office though? $159 million!
Oh no.
Cars 2 is next. I haven't even seen that movie, but I know it'll be a D tier.
I saw it, and yes, it is.
I've never seen a Pixar movie with more filler. Well, hold on. Well, I have, but we haven't gotten to it yet.
What was after Cars 2? Oh, Brave.
I never saw it.
I haven't either.
I saw it when it was new in theaters, so it's fine. It's like a C tier. It's really nothing special at all. It's like the mom turns into a bear, and that's the plot.
Oh my
spoilers, I haven't seen it.
It's forgettable. I didn't even know it was a Pixar.
Dane.
What?
If you had the chance to change your fate, would you?
No.
What was that from?
Brave.
Monsters University is next, right?
Oh god.
Okay, I will say this. The
I like
ending
the last
bit is
third act.
really fucking good.
Yeah, the ending is really good.
I think
agree.
just because of that, I'd probably put it in B tier.
Oh, no,
What
no,
about
C
the
tier.
rest of the movie? The rest of the movie.
Put it right behind Incredibles at least.
Finding Dory.
Never seen it.
D tier.
It's fucking D. It's awful.
I like the octopus though. It's cool.
I like
Making
the
him walk
octopus.
around.
I don't like anything else.
I don't like
Everything.
anything else either.
I don't like Ellen DeGeneres as an actor. Nemo's just kind of there the whole movie. It's not good. It's bad.
Ironic that Nemo's there the whole movie. That's like the exact opposite of the first one.
Next was Inside Out. And if you all know me, I made this really awful parody that I hate and disown, but it's one of my most viewed videos.
Two of your most viewed videos, actually.
Oh yeah, the second one is very sad. I'm sorry for that again. It's so poorly done.
Don't be sorry. Just make Outside In 3.
Okay. What's your guys' opinion on Inside Out?
Inside Out's like a B movie for me.
Very overrated, but it's not bad.
Yeah.
Good Dinosaur! What is wrong
D-tier.
with this fucking poster? Look at that!
Half the poster is just his fat fucking nose.
Looks like he has an action figure on his head.
What's with the stupid kid? I don't remember his snout being that long in the movie either. It's bad. It's really bad. Like, there's no contest. It's ugly. It's such an ugly movie. Like, put all this effort into, like, the backgrounds, but, like, the character design is so ugly, and it's just...
And I'm giving this one a 2 out of 10.
I think I gave it a 4, but I think I was being a little too generous. I did do a parody
there's
off of The
just
Good
an-
Dinosaur, and if you remember that, that's pretty horrifying.
I still need to see it.
You've been my friend for like over a year. You should have seen every single one and been familiar with me.
I'll watch every single one.
No, I would literally say you got better uses of your time than watching my animations.
Don't tell your fans that, Dane.
Oh shit.
Don't say this in a recording. What if they stop watching?
They already have! Cars 3, never saw it.
I didn't see it.
Never did.
Yeah, there was a cool trailer.
I don't-
The reviews are 6.7.
It's mixed.
Yeah, it's mixed. 59 Metascore. But look at Cars 2 has a 6.1. Ouch.
Why? What does the Good Dinosaur have?
The Good Dinosaur has 6.7. Wrong movie. The Good Dinosaur has 6.7 as well.
Why?
Because people literally want to suck Disney's dick. Okay, let's not even put this on the list. Let's just throw this out. Throw it in the garbage. Coco's next.
I heard it was pretty good.
I think it's B tier.
And last but not least,
Buzz, I think it's time to show you Bonnie's new toy. She made him herself.
why am I alive?
We don't have reproductive organs, Woody.
No, Buzz, you nugget.
That was just a stupid
Why?
fucking...
Don't bring anyone else into this miserable existence.
Oh my god.
You
that's
guys
so
love
cool.
that video, but I hate it. I just wanted somebody to watch my wild orangeberries when I was making it. Okay, no, the real Toy Story 4, the one that came out in cinemas last year, it feels like it shouldn't exist whatsoever.
Yeah, and it kind of spits in the
C.
face of the others.
It does spit in the face of the others. Andy's important, guys. Andy's important. You know, Andy's moving on, and that's fine. We'll be here for another person. Yeah, fuck Bonnie. Let's go party with Bo Peep. That's what it is. It's so insulting.
The moral is, don't make soulless cash grabs. Don't.
Well,
be
it still made $1
confused.
billion. Have you seen it? Yeah, $1 billion right there. Gross.
That's all the motivation I needed. Oh.
Oh, during the production of this video, I went and got Disney Plus, and I saw Onward and Soul. So let's talk about them. Onward, I think, is pretty good. Like, it got very mixed reviews, but for some reason, the movie really did click with me. I have a little bit of a soft spot for those movies where two different characters just go back and forth. Yeah, that's like a mid-B tier above Bug's Life, at least. Well, I think Onward's a little underrated. I will say that Soul is on the overrated side. I think Inside Out's just a little better than it. It's very on par with Inside Out, though. It's, like, okay. I just wasn't a fan of him turning into a cat for the entirety of the movie. You know, if I wanted to watch a cat transformation movie, I'd watch 9 Lives starring Kevin Spacey!
Like I ever played by anyone's rules before. I never did. And you loved it.